So basically, our PIPSpro software, it's a filmless and quantifiable TG142 QA, essentially. You can automate and track the analysis of over 30 of your TG142 recommended tasks. And these include your imaging tasks for MV and KV imaging, your cone beam CT capabilities as well, doing basically uniformity, contrast and noise, Hounsfield units, resolution. So a whole host of tracking the quality of the imaging that you're performing on your LINAC. MLC QA test, we have both image-based, like our test, and also leaf position and leaf transmission test. We've got log file-based tests as well, which I'll touch on. That includes leaf speed and repeatability. We have a stereotactic test, which is an automated Winston Lutz test. Basically gives you your couch shifts to hone in on isocenter automatically in three dimensions. Got a radiation light field test as well as a center crosshair check. We've got a star shot analysis. There's also an IGRT component where you can utilize something like our Mimi Phantom and track your 2D 2D matching and your 3D 3D matching across a period of time. So the big come away from PIPSpro is basically allowing you to track any degradation you might see in your LINAC systems, be it an imaging system or mechanical systems, and being able to kind of see those any degradation before it becomes clinically significant, and that helps reduce downtime issues. By giving you that in-depth monitoring of your LINAC performance. Basically tracking those and being able to trend those, you can see any downward degradation of your systems before they really can affect the LINAC too much and cause that downtime, which nobody likes downtime. It's inconvenient for clinicians as well as especially the patients as well. So a little bit more about starting with PIPSpro, the database management. The nice thing about it, it's very scalable. You can do a full enterprise-wide system, multiple LINACs, multiple facilities, multiple personnel, covering a number of different sites, going to a centralized server, or you can be just a small single LINAC clinic as well. Being able to essentially track and trend the output of that single LINAC. So I mentioned that scalable for enterprise or that single facility, very easy department and user setup specifics. It can be set up in a Citrix type environment for the enterprise-wide system support. Centralized database, as I mentioned, so you can get enterprise-wide tracking and trending and looking at facility against another facility just to see if a facility is doing something right or something that may be causing issue that they can kind of track and get some cross facility conversation about how they're doing it and what can help to improve things along the line. And then we also, everything is built on baseline. So you're comparing to that baseline, which of original, we have built-in quick selects, which gives you very direct access to your specific tests as you build them. We set up in our what we call a system manager, and that's where we kind of set up our divisions, our departments, the different users, the different LINACs, thresholds for your tests, both alert and error. They basically, will are set out of the initially and by default at TG142 recommendation levels, but those are certainly changeable and you can use those whatever your specific thresholds or your wants or as far as the thresholds go. Nice thing too is there's as you open up the software, the first thing you'll see is a what we call the dashboard. It's a QA results dashboard, and basically it will tell you the result of your last test, the last test date, what tests were performed. So that all pops up automatically, and you can take a look at that, hide that as you see fit, and then get into your testing. But it gives you those pass, fail, and alert results. So it's very quick and easy to kind of see those at a moment's notice. So getting into some of the tests specifically, and as I mentioned, the biggest thing is being able to kind of track and see how things might change over time. And our software will allow you to do that both for some mechanical issues, but also all your imagers as well. And that includes the MV and KV planar imaging, the 2D images. You basically get a nice empty RTMF curve. You have color coded. Pass-fail bars showing you resolution, uniformity, noise, and contrast to noise as well. So very quick and easy. The targets will be found automatically, and the analysis is done automatically as well. So you don't have to kind of hunt and peck and move around. Once you localize on one test, it has a memory that so the next test regimen down the road, it will give you the results necessary automatically. Comprehensive cone beam CT QA as well, utilizing your existing 503 or 504 CAT fan from Electa or Varian, as the case may be. We analyze automatically the different test structures within the Phantom to give you a quick overview of results, as you see here. Uniformity of noise, Hound field constancy, spatial resolution, distortion, thickness for slice thickness, visibility tests as well for low contrast. And again, all your results are color coded. You can scroll through to the different test objects within the Phantom and the different test results very easily with the mouse as well. So very quick and easy, and all those results are trending and trackable. Our leaf speed tests, which we do with the log files, the kind of interesting thing is, we're one of the only softwares out there that give you, what's referred to as a true leaf speed. We actually look at each individual leaf and report on the results of that leaf speed. And you can see here in the view on the right, showing you what those leaf speed losses are. And you'll see, this is kind of fairly typical of a leaf speed test as things are starting to degrade, especially on the outer leaves because they're not exercised and moved as much as the inner leaves. So you do see some sticking and some sliding issues on the outer leaves. So this is obviously something that might render a service call for getting those looked at and getting them maybe properly lubricated and just double check to see how everything is going. So we have the leaf speed. You can hover over any leaf, get the actual leaf speed for that specific leaf. We don't do an average over an open field like some of the other software out there. We actually report on every leaf as far as speed goes. We can do segmented IMRT, step and shoot. We can do sliding window. We do the repeatability tests as well. We've got a few different leaf patterns that you can utilize for your tests as well, both complex and simple leaf exercises. The image-based MLC test, as mentioned, the picket fence test, our leaf position accuracy, and our leaf transmission tests, basically gives you the image there, analyze automatically, and then gives you the results of your positions for those ports, both the A bank and the B bank, or left or right bank, depending on how you refer to them. So that gives you a quick and easy look at the multi-port test. Radiation light field, we have a dedicated Phantom called the FC2 and our central axis marker Phantom that gives you the ability to check not only your radiation light field coincidence, but also how accurately your center crosshair marker is on your LINAC, and be able to track those as well, all to the specifics of the TG142 protocol. Starshot analysis. We do, depending on what test it is, you can do either EPID or film. We do collimator, gantry, and couch analysis for the Starshot. It's a one-click analysis. You just click on the center of the star. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just a quick localization click on the somewhere in the center region of the star. It'll automatically find the center of that star where everything crosses, and then give you the smallest diameter of a circle result, incorporating all those rays of the star shot, and report on those accordingly. And then there's the automated Winston Lutz module, and this module not only is it included in the full package of PIPSpro as you see here, it is also a module we sell individually as well. So if you are looking for a automated Winston Lutz test, this can be automatically or individually acquired as well, and basically calculates optimal 3D shifts for all your different angles. You don't need to do 8 images as you see here, but that obviously gives you the highest detail and the best more accurate results of your 3D shifts. And you can pretty much utilize any Winston Lutz Phantom. We've got 3 different Phantoms that we offer. The basic pointer Phantom here. We have a Winston Lutz 3D adjustable pointer as well that has a micrometer adjustment on it that allows you to micro adjust the position of the ball once you find your positions. And then the other one is a standard Winston Lutz type cube with the Phantom ball marker in the center. IGRT module. This one is more of a tracking and trending and reporting tool than actual analysis tool, since the analysis for these types of tests are typically done within your treatment planning system. Testing out your auto registration tools, your contouring tools, things like that, all within the treatment planning system. So but these 2D 2D matching and 3D 3D matching numbers can be brought in, and then they can be analyzed or tracked and trended, I should say, to just make sure that your 2D matching and 3D matching for the MVKV and the cone beam are all staying in line with each other as they should. So real quick, I'm just gonna jump in and kind of just show you a quick navigation of a couple of the tests. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so just kind of give you an idea of what the software kind of looks like. So this is your main screen here. As you launch it, it will show the dashboard. So here's your dashboard here, showing you the different tests that were recently done. On the date they were done, the result they received. You'll see that they're not only are they color coded red, green, and yellow. I don't have any reds on here, but shape identified too. So I know sometimes color blindness is an issue, so we use different symbols as well for our results. And you see here, which I'll touch on in a couple minutes, you have not only the dashboard, but we also have what we call our QA Pilot portal. And I'll touch on QA Pilot in a minute, but QA Pilot is our QA management package, which allows you to basically, it's a database for all your QA results, and all these results can be pushed right into there and kind of QA processes in our QA Pilot software, and that's available as a monthly basis. It's cloud based, so it can be accessed from anywhere. So just real quick, our system manager, as I mentioned, basically, this is kind of where you set things up. You have your different divisions. You can set up a master group, and under that master group, you can have different departments, Main Street Hospital, etc. Set up your different users, and you can, names, and then you can also have security levels, administrator, what we call super user, therapist, physicist, and they'll all have different responsibilities and securities that are allowed. Like a super user can do everything. They can add users, add departments, add divisions, whereas the therapist may be able to trend and perform the tests, but they won't be able to make changes within the system manager itself. That goes for Linux too. You can enter in your different Linux. We have the ability to do CyberKnife for the KV imaging system, True Beams, the elective versus HD. It's a fairly agnostic system. Excuse me. And then we have, like I mentioned, the thresholds. I lost myself for a second there. Sorry about that. We have the different thresholds, and like I said, these are set as default to the TG142 recommendations, but they can be loosened or tightened as you see fit. And then we also have the information on the different phantoms. Nice thing about our phantoms, the KV Phantom and the QC3 Phantom, they actually come calibrated from the factory according to their ROI numbers for the frequency of the resolutions, and those are as reported by either Varian or Electa. So, that those are input specifically for each phantom. And that's kind of the system manager just to get things set up. Then you can, you choose your machine right here. I've got my active machine, as you can see. My application, quick, I got to load my images. Uh, um, why am I slow today? I have too many things open, I think. There we go. So I go to my cat fan 504. I bring those images in. I select those images and I open them. Then it brings the images in and will automatically do the and then it's close. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. There we go. So basically, it gives you a quick, it'll go in and it'll find what we call the key slice of the Phantom, automatically calculate against all our different tests here. You see they're color coded here, green, yellow, or red. Right now, everything is passing. All our different tests. I can go ahead and I can click on any one of these. If I want to go to my Hounsfield constant test, I'll open up the specific, and you'll see the different density plugs to the outside of the Phantom. What your expected numbers are and what your measured numbers are. So, and they test them against the thresholds and report accordingly. So that's some of the cone beam tests. And then I can close that. I don't want to save that. Another one might be I can do one of my stereotactic tests. I'll show you that as well. I just need to load I've got my 8 images. Load those, automatic calculation against those, and you'll see as I window and level, and find the there we go. So now you can kind of see where the pointer is in the ball marker. Basically, the yellow green line on the outside is the field edge. The yellow cross is the found ball center, and then the center of the isocenter there is green comparatively, and then both the in-plane and cross-plane, and then utilize those numbers for your optimal shifts here for 3D positioning. So, on the X direction, 0.7 millimeters, 0.4, and 0.1 in the Z. So it's a very quick and easy check for your calculation of your optimal shifts for positioning to isocenter. Then finally, one last show is based MLC tests. I'll bring up my dialog files. It should anyway. There we go. And you've got a number of different types of tests you can do. Step and shoot, modulated arc, sliding window. Uh, I'll use a typical failures in my leaf speed, but I can play that leaf speed pattern real quick, and you'll see as it reports, you'll see some yellow and red pop up showing you some of the issue. But I can go ahead and I can calculate those. And this is like I showed you before, where you'll see some discrepancies and some failures out in the outer leaves. And the inner leaves all look pretty good, but the outer leaves, again, since they're not utilized as much as the inner leaves, they may be prone to sticking or need lubricating, or just some preventative maintenance down the road a little bit. So that's kind of what you're seeing there. So you can click on any or highlight any one. Leaf 24, I've got only 1.96 millimeters per second, so that's well within passing. This little matrix here, basically, I call it our worst 10 culprits, basically. So it looks at both and gives you the leaves that are performing the least optimal, I should say, of all the leaves. So it basically finds those worst 10 culprits, reports on those. So everything that I showed you so far is reportable. You can print out PDF reports very quickly and easily. Save your results for the trending. So that's kind of what you have as far as the software goes. I'm going to jump real quick back into my PowerPoint. Hopefully that'll. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I'm looking at. I've got a different monitor showing. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So as I mentioned before, we've got our what we call our QA pilot portal, and it looks a little different. Choose what tests over here that you want to send to QA pilot, those results, etc. As you enter those and send those over, they'll automatically populate within the QA pilot software itself. So here you see your TG142 imaging table, my cone beam contrast, my resolutions and uniformities and what have you, all pass from these results here, showing that. My longitudinal data for my cone beam information as well, showing you a pass there. And then, as I mentioned, quick and easy reports. Quick and easy reports can be posted on QA Pod as well. And these are all printable. You can save them as PDFs and store them for your accreditation or your auditing requirements, things like that. It's QA Pilot's very easy to kind of make. There's a number of different templates, so you can do custom tests that you as you see fit for. It could be not only for Linux, but it can be for CT units, for brachytherapy. We've got a brachytherapy module in it, so it's a full suite of management tools within QA Pilot. And like I said, we have some webinars coming up that you can kind of take a look at. QA Pilot may be one of them. If not, depending on the scheduling, all of our past webinars are available online on our website, and you can certainly track to a QA Pilot webinar, and you can view it from there. As that goes for all of our products as well. Pretty much everything we've done for webinars is available on the website. So, as I kind of mentioned, the PIPSpro advantages, it's quick and easy, automated analysis. You can catch those system degradation before it becomes clinically significant, before it causes downtime, and inconveniences not only the patients especially, but also the clinicians within the clinic as well. And it provides us all quantifiable and repeatable results. It gives you a path to assure that all your Linux systems are functioning well. And that's the key thing, is you want to make sure that your Linux are all functioning correctly. again, to avoid any downtime. That centralized database, scalable to specific needs from your large enterprise situations down to that single clinic with a single or a two Linac situation. That results dashboard from a single view is viewing those most recent results very quickly and easily, so you know what was done and what needs to be performed. Everything is quantifiable, with those precision phantoms that we provide, as well as some that are company provided, like the cat fan. Um, Very intuitive user interface, very easy to navigate through and perform those tests. It's very smart software, as I mentioned. It locates all the fiducials in the regions of interest, phantoms, and those field edges, so it gives you automatic analysis with less mouse clicks. And again, over 30 TG142 tests in a single package, so it's a very well-rounded, full capability package, all in one concise offering from Standard Imaging and our PIPSpro software. So that's kind of all I have today. Like I said, I just want to give you a kind of a review. I did pretty good. I wanted to keep it at a half an hour, and I'm at about half hour exactly. So if there are any specific questions, I'll take a look now. Otherwise, feel free to visit our website, standardimaging.com, and you can contact either your regional rep or your account manager or myself are all available via the website, and we can certainly answer those questions accordingly.